Conventional financial literacy, as we've known up until this point in time, is dead and is not coming back. So this month is considered Financial Literacy Month. And so I was on Twitter not long ago posting some blogs and came across a lot of things where people out there giving conventional advice, not considering the fact that we are currently experiencing things that we have never experienced. Not only are the all-time highs and all types of things is not good for, the average person, majority, if not a good portion of the population, by the time this thing unravels later this month, will be unemployed. So I want to share with you some stats that you may not have come across just quite yet, but we're going to talk about it later today. But here we have the fact that we're no longer in just a typical recessionary type of environment. We've already crossed over into what a lot of people would consider a greater depression, or the Great Depression 2.0. And so if we're in a depression, it's good to say the majority of the people out there sharing financial advice, they're giving it based upon prior recessions, which could be considered very dangerous in the fact that we're not dealing with the conventional recession where the economy slows down, some small things occur, and then all of a sudden we're back up and running as normal. But in a depression, more likely like a global reset, a global restructuring type of environment, not many people have actually lived through the reset of an entire monetary system to share any type of advice other than what I would consider monetary literacy, which is basically the understanding of what money actually is. And it happens to be nothing tied into what the Federal Reserve is currently doing now. It's the complete opposite. So just to share some stats with you real quick. And so as of now, to give you an idea of where we're at in the 21st century, the U.S. industrial production falls to a 74-year low. U.S. retail sales crashed by the most ever in March, despite the fact that more people have been hoarding and rushing to the stores to grab toilet paper and everything of that nature. The New York Empire Manufacturing Index falls to the lowest level ever. U.S. crude oil falls to the lowest level in almost 18 years. And so those just statistics there are just things that are current as of today. And we're just in the beginning of this, not to mention the very concept of the American dream of home ownership, employment, all the things on top of that. It's being challenged severely now because a good portion of the population is not working. And the very concept of saving and investing, all those things will change if they haven't already for majority of people, because if you're not employed, you're not going to follow the conventional steps that the financial literacy would teach you, such as pay yourself first, save for the long haul, investing more in your 401k, buying all that stuff that was just typical in this current environment during a depression is not really something that I believe will be beneficial for people in the long run. And so I want to encourage people, of course, if you're watching this, then you already know the importance of thinking outside the box, thinking an unconventional manner due to unconventional times. But I was reminded as I was going through my Twitter feed and seeing all types of posts on people sharing general information, but general information in a time like we've never witnessed before, because we are in a depression. And so in a depression requires definitely outside the box type of thinking. And I thought about what better way to try to share that with people than just bring to remembrance this book here by Robert Kiyosaki. And so it says, fake money, fake teachers, fake assets. And so fake. And so I wanted to touch on that briefly, and I'll put the link down below for those that may not have a copy. And if you want to thumb through it, this is definitely from a gentleman that I would imagine has a little bit more credibility than myself. But you get the idea that he's given information that you would not get from your financial advisor. And so when it comes to the very money itself, with the Federal Reserve creating trillions upon trillions to prop this system up, I would imagine there's going to be a lot more competition competing against whatever financial plan you've set up. And in the end of all that, it will equal a major wealth transfer, which is already underway right now, because all this bailout funds is initially flowing through the banks to bail out heavy income earners or the businesses. And then the crumbs might be dealt, which is coming in the form of a stimulus check that everyone seems to be looking forward to receiving. And then you have the fact of fake teachers. Your financial advisor and all those people who have given advice up until this point more than likely have never been in an environment where all the measuring sticks have been moved, due to the fact central banks around the world are all operating in their best interest and in the interest of the banks first. and then the governments are covering up their back, trying to present this we're going to save the economy, we're going to get things back up and running type of narrative, all along creating astronomical amounts of the national currencies around the world, which will end up being the problem in of itself. And so to tell you to buy and hold, to buy the dips, to put here, put there, is all more so it's advice that plays a major part into their income as well, because they operate primarily off commissions. And so not saying that every financial advisor is probably sharing the same advice, but it's good to say if they make a paycheck off of information they share with you, then more than likely they're going to make sure they do what also suits them as well, because they don't want to be on the other end of the stick without income as well. And then fake assets. Once again, this book covers a lot of great things that people should find out about, and the concept of putting aside in these products that have been spun out as retirement portfolios and all types of other claims on wealth. People are going to find out in a Great Depression what they're really worth. And it's unfortunate that, the financial advice that's been given, I don't think is applicable to this current era, because we are currently experiencing Great Depressionary type of results, and the monetary system is shifting. So you put all that together, conventional financial information has already died, but more than likely people are still sharing conventional stuff that is outdated. So I just want to take a quick minute, share my thoughts on this Financial Literacy Month. Monetary Literacy Month is more suitable for what's going on, because it's hard to prepare and plan with financial matters when you don't even know what money is to its core essence. So just a little recommendation here, fake. If you guys are interested, the link is down below. And then also the Rethinking Dollar concept deals with this directly. You have to be educated on what money is first before you can then make decisions on what to do with it. And handing it over to people in this current environment may not be the best choice, because once again, all the risk falls on you. Anyway, just my quick thoughts. What do you think? Is conventional financial information dead or not? I'm curious to find out. Leave a comment down below. See you guys soon.